Okay, good evening, and welcome to this evening special event of Houston Youth Premier League Season 8, 2024 Fall Classic Edition. I'm your host here, Ramji from Houston, and we are probably just a little over a day away from the start of Season 8 of HYPL. And in the meantime, just to prepare for that, we have some new faces who have joined us, who have registered, who have got picked by different teams for this season of HYPL. And we thought it would be best to have a quick round of chat with these young folks who will be coming in all the way from Seattle. So, welcome on board, boys, and I will let you introduce yourself and a quick background of yourself. Starting off with, let's go in the alphabetical order, starting off with Aryan Parvatkar.
Hi, my name is Aryan Parvatkar. I'm from Seattle. It's going to be my first time playing in H5P, so I'm really excited. I moved to the US about 7 years ago, and it's been awesome to see the growth of the game and now finally being able to play in great leagues like H5PL, which we've heard great things about from other kids who've already played in the league. So it's truly an exciting moment. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Welcome on board, Aryan. Over to Karan Anand.
Hi, my name is Karan Anand, and I bowl leg spin and I bat in the middle order. And yeah, like Aryan said, it's a really great honor for us to be playing this season of HYPL, and we've heard a lot of great things about it. And yeah, looking forward to come play over in Houston.
Great. Welcome again, Karan Anand. Then, last but not the least, Ryan Taj.
Hi, I'm Rayan. I'm a left arm spinner. I'm 16, and yeah, as the others have said, I'm really excited to get this opportunity to play in HYPL this season. It I started playing cricket when I was like around 9 or 10. Uh, I started with like a tennis ball league where my brother started playing, and I just kind of followed his footsteps, and that's how I found my passion for the game. Yeah, that's
Awesome. So, as we move forward, let's continue with you, Ryan. What actually inspired you? I know your brother was a source of inspiration. Is that only the source of inspiration, or did you have any other inspiration from the family side or from watching cricket? What actually inspired you to take up cricket?
from a young age, I didn't actually enjoy cricket that much, like watching or playing. But my brother and my dad were always really interested in cricket. So then when my brother started playing in like tennis ball leagues, I just kind of followed what he was doing. Like the little brother always wants to like copy whatever the big brother's doing. So I kind of just started playing, and then I found the game really fun after that.
Okay, so for viewers who are watching this live on YouTube and Facebook, Rayan Taj has a elder brother called Ishan Taj, correct? Who's
Yeah, that's
also
correct.
into cricket. And so uh, elder brother starts and the younger brother follows suit. Perfect. Okay, so it's a cricketing family, I can say. Over to you, Karan. Talk us through your cricket journey. How did you start playing cricket?
My dad used to play a lot of like a high level of cricket back in India, so I guess he's been like since when I was a young child, he's been like introducing me to the game, and I've been watching a lot of cricket as a young kid. And then I guess when the like Rayan said, when the tennis ball leagues like for kids came up in the Seattle area, I immediately decided like I want this game is really fun. I want to go play there. So I started with those, and then eventually when I was around 9, I got into leather ball. And yeah, my dad's been a huge inspiration for me throughout all these years I've been playing.
Awesome. So cricket runs in your family, it's in your blood. I can see that. And I think a lot of this has started off with tennis ball cricket. Wow, that's interesting for starters. I think it's better to start with tennis ball because if you want to really become consistent, that's where is the starting point. Over to you, Aryan. So um, you said you started off back in India and then moved over here and continued. So I definitely know the foundation, the basics back in India when it comes to cricket is a lot more robust and stable compared to other countries. So can you just throw some light on that?
Yeah, so I mean, when I was really young, my parents and rest of my family was always clear that I will be playing some sports. So I explored a lot of different options, whether it was hockey, tennis, cricket. But it was cricket which really stuck with me. I really enjoyed going out there, being on the field, playing with the team. And then I did a lot of summer camps in India
Mhm.
to further explore. And I just loved the process of learning the game itself. So that's how I started to play. And then when I was about 10 or 11, I moved here, and then again I played tennis ball for 1 season, and then luckily I came at the perfect moment when we had our first leather ball cricket league in Seattle, and so that's how I started playing then in the US.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, from what I understand, all three of you are spinners, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Actually, first I wanted to name this conversation as Face to Face with Pace, but I found out that all three of you are spinners. So, now you've played a lot of cricket across the country, representing Seattle, and then you've had opponents from other cities play, and then you would have celebrated taking their wickets while bowling, and must have had some interesting encounters on field and all that. Now, with this franchise cricket, you probably might end up playing alongside with them in the same team sometimes. So you'll be rubbing shoulders with them. So how does it feel when it comes to taking somebody's wicket and celebrating with full josh, and then coming over and playing with the same person in the same team?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
on the field it's like there's a lot of competition and but like off the field, like since we travel so much with all these people and meet all these people, we're all really good friends anyway, and we go to some like international tournaments, like we went to Barbados and like London and those type of tournaments, so we've all become like really good friends with like people, whether it's Houston or California or like NJ. So
Mhm.
it's not like there's any like bad blood or anything. So it should be a fun experience to play
Fantastic.
along.
I love that answer. There's no bad blood. Anything and everything that happens stays in the field, and then once you cross the rope, then you're friends outside of the field.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Okay. So, uh, talking about HYPL, let's come back to the topic of HYPL, but then talking about the impact of franchise league, because cricket, when it all started, it was all test match, then ODI, then T20, then it's all about domestic structure, and then representing the national team, and everything was happening with cricket, and then all of a sudden this boom of franchise cricket started off, right? So how do you see the impact of these kind of franchise league, and its contribution towards the game of cricket?
I mean, definitely the game has changed so much in terms of, what the ultimate goal is. I still feel like the pinnacle will be playing for your national team. So for us, it will be representing the US. But I
Mhm.
think it's a great addition because the game has changed. We have to also target new audiences and keep the game growing. So T20 cricket and franchise cricket has been a great addition. And to have that experience right now, when we are still in the youth system, that's a great thing because this is going to prepare us for the future as well. And as we were discussing earlier, just the opportunity in franchise cricket, we get to play with the other players. Because sometimes we're celebrating, sometimes we're also left in awe of what some other guys do. On the field, some opponents going 100 or taking a fifer. But now being able to be teammates with them, learning from them as well, learning from each other. I think that's what franchise cricket brings is really that we share so much information that really all of us are growing together now.
Fantastic. I think there is a lot of give and take in this, and sharing of good practices and tips or tricks of the trade, I would say. So now, narrowing down to the HYPL itself, since you are going to participate in HYPL for the first time, any particular expectation, any kind of excitement or curiosity that's running in your mind? I mean, I'm pretty sure you must have played a lot of other leagues. So, but then when it comes to HYPL, what is that particular curiosity or excitement that's running in your mind, Karan?
I think coming to HYPL, obviously all three of us are really excited, and it's a great opportunity, good exposure for us to be playing these different franchise tournaments across the US. And I guess since we've been playing in Houston a lot, it's like we know the conditions and everything, but we haven't, this tournament is mostly among like Texas kids. So I think it'll be good to see the competition within the Texas kids to join that. I guess that'll be a really fun experience for us.
Absolutely. I mean, just for your information, we have players coming in from different cities. Of course, a major portion of them are from Texas, but then you have players coming from other cities as well. In the past, we've had players coming in from Atlanta, from Raleigh, North Carolina, Chicago, New Jersey, etc., etc. So, yeah, it's truly a good mix of talent from across the country. Now, I think we spoke a lot of serious stuff. So now let's go into some rapid fire questions. Okay. So I'm going to start shooting some questions and then name who one of you. So you will have the choice to answer. Okay. So if you're ready, it's going to be just fun, and you could probably just answer in 1 or 2 words. It's going to be that easy. Okay. Let's start off with Aryan. If you had not taken up cricket, what other sport you would have chosen?
I think I would have chosen tennis. Really enjoy watching it.
Okay. Next question is best on-field moment, Ryan.
Probably my first 50.
First 50, nice. Favorite US cricketer, Karan?
Probably Harmeet Singh. He was my coach.
Harmeet Singh, everybody's favorite, I would say these days. Has been amazing with the bat and ball. Worst food to have while playing, Ryan?
I think Subway.
Subway. Okay. Organizers and franchisee owners and managers, please take note of that. Subway is the worst food to have while playing. Okay. Now that takes us to the other side of the spectrum. Best food to have while playing, Aryan.
I think a sandwich. Opposite of what Rihan said. I prefer Subway.
Sandwich. Okay. Do you have a different answer, Karan?
I think I'd say pizza.
Pizza. Pizza is the best food to eat while playing. Amazing answer. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I agree with Karan. Probably pizza.
Oh, okay. So I think your franchisee owners are taking note of that you're going to get pizza probably when you're going to play. Okay. Now, all three of your spinners. So you're getting a pitch that offers absolutely zero turn, no turn whatsoever. What would be your strategy, Karan?
I guess I would try to deceive the batsman by like changing my pace, changing my line and length. I guess like not bowling the same ball in the same spot over and over again.
Okay. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, similar to him, like mixing my pace and my angles, using more variations. So,
Okay. And you, Aryan?
I'll probably predominantly come closer to the crease, trying to cut down the room, but as well as, playing with the pace, maybe using a bit more of my variations because it's going to be a flat pitch. So
Fantastic. Okay. Now, I think this cricket superstition is something that many of you have heard about it. Many of you probably are following. Any particular cricket superstition that you follow when you are in a game, Ryan?
I mean, this is more like a team superstition, but for our Seattle team, we have like a pink and a green jersey, and our superstition is kind of that like we win all our games in the pink jersey. So whenever we're playing like a final, we make sure that we're wearing the pink jersey.
Okay, so if you don't get a pink jersey in a particular team, you probably carry a handkerchief that's pink in color so that you make up for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Karan? Any particular
I guess,
individual
like,
superstition?
I guess when something is going well for the team, I guess you just try to keep doing what was happening. Like, say in this past tournament in MLC, I was scoring when the team was doing well. So we just kept me as scoring and the team was doing well throughout the whole tournament.
So you will be the official scorer for the team so that your team scores well. Perfect. What about you, Aryan?
I have a cap I wear. It was gifted to me by Coach Andreas. He now plays for the US, but used to be in Seattle back then. So I use that cap whenever I have an important game.
Interesting superstition. I think we all believe that this works one way or the other. though there is no scientific reasoning or scientific proof to say that it works. I don't know if you've heard some of the international players tend to wear their left pad first before wearing their right pad when they want to get into the field. Similarly, you must have seen the great MS Dhoni removes his glove every single time before facing a delivery. So those are all some cricket superstitions that you must have observed. Okay. Any international player that you want to emulate? Start with you, Karan.
I guess maybe Rashid Khan is someone who I really look up to and see his bowling as like a person I want to be like.
Okay. And you, Ryan?
For me, probably Jadeja, the way he bowls and his fielding over such a long period of time. I think that's really great.
Perfect. Okay. What about you, Aryan?
I'm a really big fan of Nathan Lyon. So, and as an off spinner, I think there's no better example than Nathan
Wow.
Lyon.
Nice, nice. Three different idols for three different players. Interesting. And okay, this is going to be pick one of the two question. Aggressive cricket versus sledging. What would you go for, Aryan?
Aggressive cricket.
What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, same, aggressive.
No sledging at all whatsoever.
I mean, sometimes, but just don't cross the line, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Karan?
Yeah, same thing. But I also love to sledge too.
Oh, nice. Okay. So somebody's speaking the truth here. Okay, good. Yeah, it's always good to have a little bit of that banter as long as you don't cross the line and don't distract the batter, but you always believe in believing and backing your skills so that you can deliver based on your skills. Okay. One more question. Pick one of the two. Rules of the game versus spirit of the game. Karan.
I mean, I guess spirit of the game is always a big thing. So yeah.
Okay. And you, Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. Probably spirit of the game. I feel like the spirit of the game, like itself, makes a lot of like unwritten rules in cricket, which I think a lot of people follow.
Yeah, this is a very hot, never-ending topic that's been going on. What about your views, Aryan?
I think I'll choose rules of the game because I'm a believer that if it's in the rules, then it's probably is going to be in the spirit as well.
So you would probably end up running a batter out, backing up, while Ryan and Karan will probably give them a warning saying, "Hey, you're stepping out. Don't do that." Okay, nice. It's interesting to see different perspective of how the players look at. So that brings us to the end of the rapid fire questions. I believe you had some interesting discussion here with us, and let's wrap up by wishing all three of you good luck for the upcoming season of Houston Youth Premier League. Welcome to Houston, and good luck to all three of you. And have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
You
Thanks for
too.
having this.
Thank you so much.